Hey guys, so in this video today, um I just want to you know um you know talk about how I've been doing outreach all wrong, and here's why. Like, no one, some people replied, but here's why. Like, I didn't get any client. I've sent over like 1,000 DMs trying to get one or two clients for my email marketing agency, but that didn't work. I've been ignored, you know, been sent absurd stuff, voicemail and stuff, left alone, ignored, everything you can imagine. I haven't done that. So, if you're, if you're the outreach and, it's not landing, I want to show you it's like what I was doing wrong. And maybe you're doing the same thing, and, you may be able to change some stuff. Not even cold DMs too. If you're doing cold emails, LinkedIn, anything else, cold outreach, you know, as long as it's a cold outreach, I think it falls into this category, and you may be able to take some value from this video. I am confident to say that. So, I hope you stay to the end of the video, and it's just a quick video. Yeah, so I'll be looking through my laptop and talk to you guys since I've kind of like written down my notes. So my goal is simple. Like, I just want to get like one or two client for my agency, my email marketing agency. I thought I just need to send like a bunch of DMs, but after I even send months of the messaging, like from like, I think officially from September, I started outreaching under my agency. So I think like it's close to like I think is it's close to like 10 months, and I haven't signed any client, and I've signed a law. I haven't have a list, a list I need to follow up to, which I law. And although I'm not saying I didn't send outreach messages every single day, but I kept with a consistent with sending to today. So yeah, maybe I've missed some weeks, some days, but I didn't go like totally full month not sending an outreach. That is really bad. So yeah, I just want to like apply some 3 or 4, I think 3 mistakes. I killed my outreach, which I just real quick, and we part ways. So mistake number 1, which was I sound like a customer, not a problem solver, or a professional or a peer who sound like someone who wanted to get their product. So the first message, I think that is why the first message got really high reply rate, because they thought I was a customer. They thought I was going to buy the product. I wasn't going to buy the product. I want them to to get my service, like to um how I wanted to get them to buy my service, and I'll address this one too. So outside DMs, like hey, can I ask you a question, or like you know how can I ask you a question about your about like say agency accelerator, and you have a product, you have an info product, and you saw in one of your DMs like, hey, can I ask you a quick question about you know your product. The only thing which will come is like, oh shit, it's an inbound lead. Let me close it. Like, I don't think something will come to you and say, oh, this this any agency owner or anything, unless you check my profile. Oh, and it sounds like I want a free advice, or not like someone I could help, someone I no problem solver, not someone I could solve their problem. And if any problem they have, if it's like setting up an email list or managing an email list, or with the backend automations, writing the emails itself, and the VSLs, the sales pages and so on. Like those are kind of like common problems, which they're not common. Like, but if you dig deeper, like they'll say, I don't have, I don't like consistent, income. But if you dig deeper, like it is the absence of like an email list, or maybe not them managing well or writing a high converting persuasive email copy or anything else they they need for that I can help. Mistake number 2 is messaging people who weren't qualified. This 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 killed my outreach and my time. Some didn't have an email list, but I still reach out to those who don't have an email list but are potentially worth it to to work with them and to set them up. I am aware of the risk that setting an email list the first month wouldn't bring success, immediate success, so I'm really aware of the the risk. So yeah, like I with people who do not have an email list, I am really considerate, and if they're really like have a good following, they have I really like to research their background. And so apart from that, people who have email lists, I can do some prospect, but not all of them. Some who don't have like I even have some who like have a low ticket product, which I don't think, because the pricing, my pricing, it needs to be lower than the ROI. I am the ROI, their return of investment. So if I am making like, let's say, $1,000, they pay me 1,000, they need to make like 5,000 or $2,000 upwards, because I think that is how I believe my pricing should be. I let if you go to other like agency, big agency, I think that's how they do it. You don't want to charge for $1,000 and their ROI is less than $500, which how they're going to get the money to even pay you even a retainer, so on, which they aren't really qualified. So like you can still work for them, but the volume, the amount of people you need to like, the amount of the amount they need to sell will need to be really high to really high. Like if you are selling like let's say $10 product, you need to sell really like maybe like the mass is not coming. You sell like 1,000 or so to I don't know 100. I'm sure like 100 to even match your pricing, your fee. So and 100 like it's just not like, I don't know how I explain it, but I rather get get a client like 5, just get him 5 client, which are to his high ticket product. Let's say like maybe 1,000. He has a $1,000 coaching program. Like so if I get him like 5 people, only 5 people, I get 5,000, I get him $5,000. So and I charge him $1,000. So yeah, it's a no-brainer, and it's really it's really underrated. So that is how I think, I charge. And for messages, I've been people I've been messaging people who weren't qualified, people who don't have an email list, people who had a low ticket product, didn't even have like need for product. It didn't even have a need for product, or just absurd people, that community. So yep, I think that really wasted my time in outreach, because no matter right now, currently, when I'm doing follow up, like just tend to see the people who really didn't need my outreach at all. And let's say out of 30, maybe let's say like 15, 10 to 15 didn't need my outreach, which when I delete them out, and it's a level like 20 or 15 of them, which no matter, back in the days, I would say, oh, I did 30 cold DMs a day, but I wasn't actually doing 30 DMs. Mistake number 3, which is not I was selling my service, not being not position myself as a problem solver. I didn't actually get what they needed, which I thought everyone needed an email marketing. Yeah, I reach out to those who needed email marketing, but it's not all who need email marketing. Like some only need to try their high email coverage. Some needed always set up. Some needed just automation, like managing automations, or sales pages, building a sales page, opt-in page, or landing page in general. And the reason why I did that, because I didn't identify what their problem is, and what they're doing. I didn't research that much on the prospect, which led to that. And somehow I say I say I do email marketing, but they don't care. Like what they care is getting more buyers without more work, getting more clients to their coaching programs, courses, and so on. And I wasn't speaking their language, which really killed my outreach. And I think that's all. Which these are the 3 mistakes I was doing, which killed my outreach for the past for the past 10 months. I was reaching to a bunch of people, but I wasn't doing anything actually. But I didn't fail. I don't think I failed. And at first I thought I failed, but I took it with I am taking it with new perspective, that I didn't feel, and it's a lesson I learned with my outreach. I didn't I tweaked it, obviously, with my with my cold DMs, and coming being more considerate with the prospecting. Let's see, I really connect with connect more, and with those who actually reply. you know Now I'm kind of like doing outreach like it's a problem solver, or someone who wants anyone to buy their service. I think I relied on luck, which luck wasn't on my side. I thought maybe I am sending message and it's going to hit the right spot, you know, but like I was just throwing darts, you know, blindfolded. So, and I wasn't hitting the bullseye. So, yeah, I'm not a lucky person. I don't care if I'm a lucky person. So, yeah, if you're sending, DMs and getting no replies, I've been there. You can drop a comment and, we can, if you can talk about it, I hope you review your message. I just do what I can do the best and give you my opinions and feedback, and also subscribe. I'm talking every time I'm doing to sign my first client. No fluff, just real lessons. So yep. Peace out. I hope I can get this uploaded. But I think I don't need to do any editing. I just need to put them in and just stop talking. Peace out, guys. See you guys next time.